Good morning and welcome, everyone. This is San Diego Volleyball Club 14U Coach Ari competing at the SCSN Southern California Southern Nevada event number 4. We are streaming to you live from Draft Sports Complex, also called Open Gym Premier, in Corona, California. And we are faced off this time in our second and final matchup pool play against Surfside 14U Palos Verdes Elite. So far in the pool, this is number 1 versus number 2. Both teams already coming away with a victory, beating the number 3 seed, Icon Volleyball Club. Both matches going in straight sets. So this should be a good matchup for our San Diego Volleyball girls, and a tougher opponent compared to our first match at 8 a.m. So this is the 10 a.m. final matchup pool play here. Surfside is from Palos Verdes. They practice at Palos Verdes High School, which, if you don't know where that is, that's about 10 miles west of Long Beach, right on the coast. Beautiful location for their practices and clinics. Surfside actually has 2 different locations. This is their Palos Verdes location we're matched up against, but they're elite teams, so they're top team for 14U. As warm-ups conclude, San Diego Volleyball warming up second, so we will be serving second. Whatever team warms up first serves first. So that'll be Surfside for this match. We are still on the same court as our 8 a.m. match, C4, but we've moved over to the other corner of the court, hoping to get more consistent streaming experience for all you out there connecting with us. And welcome, thank you for joining us today for this final match of pool play for Division 3. As the girls come around to get their high fives, we're about ready to get started here. All right, the up ref is getting ready on the on his ref stand, and we're about ready. Refs checked both lines for Icon Volleyball. Icon Volleyball will be doing the refereeing for this final match in Division 3 Pool 4. Once again, Division 3 consisting of 12 teams, broken up into 4 pools of 3 teams each. And we are looking to get a win here in the final match of pool play, and whoever wins will be the first team finisher in this pool. All right, Surfside serving first. Starting us off going to Amber Helfeld. Overpass, but we get it back. Kalea Valenzuela hitting that ball a little bit long. Kamea Valenzuela a little bit long for the first point. Next point going wide as Rakowitz hitting that ball just a little bit too much angle. And third serve is an ace from number 20, Tierney Kim, the setter. One of the 2 setters listed on the roster for Surfside. She'll serve again, her 4th in a row, as they have an early 3-0 lead here in the first set. Amelia trying to push it out to Violet Rakowitz on the outside. That ball a little bit tight on the net, a little bit farther outside. Coach Ari has to call early timeout here in this match. So we're coming back from timeout. So the finishers in the pool will go like this. First place finisher from this pool, pool 4, will play the first place finisher of pool number 1 in the semifinal match. If you win that, you go to the final. Loser of this match will end up second in the pool and will play the third place finisher in pool number 3. So both these teams guaranteed at least second place finish in the pool, having won already earlier this morning. And it is continuing to be a Surfside run here, early up 5-0. San Diego making an early switch, bringing in Mila Raimundo to set that one, just mixing things up a little bit. And that worked out right away, getting a side out. Rakowitz stepping back to serve. She serves it at the libero, who plays that nicely. Rakowitz getting a dig, but over the net. And middle blocker number 11, Neela Scott, finishing that one off. And Maggie Frierson, outside hitter, to serve next for Surfside. Serves that cross court just wide of the sideline, going out of bounds. That one was close, but Rakowitz did a great job following that ball all the way to the sideline. You're trained to put your foot right on the sideline. That way you know if that ball's just outside your foot, you know it's going out of bounds. So she did a great job there, being aware of exactly where the dimensions of the court ended. Meanwhile, Hellfeld just has to swing that over pretty easily. Nice block from Olivia there in the middle, but they pick it up. And quick attack. Oh, back to her, but the ball gets blocked as well. Ends up going Surfside's way. Back up to a 5-point lead here, 7-2. Elise Edmiston coming in to play back row. Annika Watts, the libero, for Surfside serving. Mila first going to Olivia, she gets blocked, then going to Amber on the outside. She swings wide out of bounds. And Surfside's extended their lead now to 6 here in the first. Watts will keep serving. Rakowitz to Raimundo. Out to Hellfeld, who this time gets a nice swing off the blocker's hands, finding the floor, getting that side out, and stopping the bleeding. Still a 5-point deficit for San Diego. 3 serving 8 as Raimundo steps back to serve. She's serving from the right side, going down the line. Good position, but they play it. Also a good double block from San Diego. And Hellfeld finishes that one off on the outside as Jocelyn Borgart was able to keep that ball in play after the block. Good awareness from her, looking up, finding that ball, giving her team another chance, keeping the play going. Meanwhile, Raimundo still serving, feeding Olivia in the middle, but she hits that ball long out of bounds. That set may have been a little bit low for her, but playable. Just put a little bit too much on it. Number 5 will serve next, Kalia Oyomo, other outside hitter for Surfside. And that ball goes out of bounds. Oh, local The close line judge called that in, but that was clearly out of bounds, landing about a foot long of the end line. Elise dodged out of the way. Maybe they thought that because she was thinking about playing it, it was in, but that was a questionable call for sure. In the meantime, calling another ace surfer Surfside, as things are just going their way, and Coach Ari is forced to burn her second and final timeout here in this first set. All right, coming back out of the timeout, Surfside with a sizable lead here, 7-point lead, 11-4 here in the first. San Diego looking to turn things around here as Oyomo will keep serving. Nice pass from Edmiston. Raimundo setting to the right side. Looks like that landed right on the sideline, but there was clearly a block touch. The far line judge is indicating there was a block touch. I mean, that was pretty obvious. I saw it from here. Off the blocker's hands, regardless of whether or not that went in. That was off their block. Assistant coach Evan Humphreys on San Diego side also yelling at the up ref. Well, not yelling, but making it clear his opinion that that was touch, and they get it right. Credit goes to the up ref who did the right thing, asking both line judges and the down ref to come over. And they got it straightened out and made the right call in the end. So that'll be a side out, and Amber Helfeld will serve next. Serving from the middle of the court. That ball never cleared as number 13 outside hitter Bella Henderson. Actually, she is their right side, their oppo, number 13, but she hit that one on the outside position before she'll rotate over. So they go back to her again. She gets a good swing. Raimundo goes to the back row. Helfeld with a good swing. And they're keeping number 13 on the outside there. Raimundo going to Jocelyn on the right side. Play continuing, a tip over the double block. Over Olivia's hands, that's number 13, once again, Bella Henderson, who stayed on that outside for that half rotation. She is playing, she's listed as a right side, but she's playing outside today. She steps back to serve. Big jump serve here with topspin, never cleared the net though. And it's back down to a 5-point lead once again. So San Diego holding the lead steady for Surfside, who has that 5-point lead. But looking to cut into it now as Emma Acera steps back to serve. Good serve from her right at the other libero. Angle shot from tall number 2 out there, Maggie Frierson. And a block on the other side as Ellie Doucette gets blocked on that outside. Olivia Taylor, right side, other listed right side for Surfside coming in to serve. She serves it at Helfeld, who has an overpass that Surfside takes care of and finishes off. That's Neela Scott. Second time we've seen her finish one of the overpasses. And San Diego's gonna have to tighten up their passing a little bit. They wanna have a chance to beat this tough Surfside opponent. Back row attack never clears the net. And just like that, we're back up to 8 points here. Biggest lead of the first set for Surfside. as they're more than doubling up on San Diego's score here in the first set. Feld to Raimundo, to Borgart on the right side, who gets a good swing. They keep it alive. Feld, Raimundo to Valenzuela this time in the middle. They're able to keep that one alive as well. Acera in the back row, nice dig. Raimundo, to Doucette. The outside, long rally here. Oh, double, he's calling a lift. Up ref calling a lift on that one, as that was a deep dish set by their setter. Like a beach style set from the Surfside setter. And the up ref did not allow that one to continue, calling that lift. Correct call there. Isla O'Donoghue stepping back to serve. She serves it into the net. We're going to need to go on. We're going to need to have some good service runs to get back into this match. And we're back to, we've rotated all the way around, back to Turney Kim, who started off the match serving 5 in a row. Her first time through. Now she's up again to serve. Serving it short, O'Donoghue with a nice pass. Mundo out to Doucette. Gets that ball between the double block. Number 5 hitting a sharp angle. Another good up by O'Donoghue. Valenzuela getting a dig, and then Ellie Doucette finishing that one off on the outside. This time, she had good patience to make sure she waited for that ball to cross over the net before she reached over. That was close, but good timing on her part to get that kill. Finishing that one off, getting us the side out. Much needed side out. Violet Rakowitz serving next, left side. Number 5 with a big swing. Rakowitz from the back row. Play continues. 5 this time swung over to the right side. She gets the kill. That is Ayomo. They have a couple of tall girls on the serve side. Looks like we're outsized a little bit by number 2 Frierson, who's serving next. She looks like a 6-footer. But serving now, back row. Valenzuela getting the hit in the middle. Play continuing. Rakowitz, Raimundo out to the outside. Helfeld going down the line. Beautiful shot outside the one-on-one blocker. Just down the line to the open spot. Great swing from her to get us back to just a 7-point lead. Valenzuela serving here, serving it long from the left side right in front of the camera. Fortunately put too much on it. Back up to an 8-point lead. Libero Annika Watts serving for Surfside. Oh, 8-second violation. That is a very rare call. The up ref counted it. You don't see that called very often. After the up ref makes his whistle call indicating the start of the play, you have 8 seconds to start your service motion, and she did not do that. She instead moved over a few steps, took a little too long, and was called for that delay of game, costing a point for Surfside. All right, meanwhile, Emma with a nice dig in the back row. Helfeld, good swing on the outside. Ball was off the net, but she was able to keep it in play. Oh, unfortunately, Surfside getting that one as they went sharp angle. San Diego not able to keep that alive. So Surfside gets the immediate side out. And number 5, Ayomo, serving for Surfside. She serves it at Emma, who plays that nicely. Raimundo goes back row for Rakowitz, who did not clear the net. Ball never got over. So hitting errors, several hitting errors in this first set. It's not over yet, but if San Diego's looking ahead toward the second set, they're gonna have to clean things up both in passing and hitting to have a chance against this tough opponent. Meanwhile, it's an ace serve down the line for Iomo as she went to Rakowitz's left side, not able to get over the sideline in time. Tough serve. And it is a 10-point lead now for Surfside. She goes to that same spot. Rakowitz this time picks it up. Jocelyn, another hitting error. She hits that into the middle of the net. And San Diego's out of timeouts in this first set. Can't slow things down here as Surfside has doubled up on the score, 22-11. Right back to Rakowitz, then the Borgart, the outside. Olivia from the middle finishes that one off. As that pass went over the net, Olivia finishing that one in the middle. Good heads-up play from her. It'll be Amber stepping back to serve. Nice jump serve from her. Oh, not able. She dug it in the back row, but Camila not able to get under that ball in time. She was on her way to the spot. Not able to keep it alive, so it is back to Surfside. Henderson serving. Big jump serve from her, like in the first time her serve goes into the net. Emma will step back to serve. She gets an ace serve. Sarah getting the nice off the top of the tape, bouncing or just dribbling over to the Surfside side of the court, getting that ace. And bringing it down to a single-digit lead. Another tough serve. Libero able to keep it alive somehow over there. Camila racing over to bump set, but her momentum was going the opposite direction, not able to get a set that's playable for our outside hitter, and it is now set point for Surfside. We'd like to see San Diego fight off a couple set points here, maybe take some momentum into this second set. Like to see maybe something working in the middle here. Because if you get some good middle kills, you'll open up your wing hitters for some good one-on-one blocking lineups. Oh, no play there. We'll replay that one as the up ref tells number 21, Olivia Taylor, the opposite, to wait for his whistle. So no point awarded there. We'll redo that one. See if we can fight off one of these set points. She does go to Kamea in the middle. Play continuing though. Outside, big swing from number 2, who gets that kill, Maggie Frierson, and finishes off the first set. A commanding victory for Surfside in this first set, 25-14. We'll have to regroup here between sets. We'll have the 3-minute break between sets and be back soon. All right, we're getting ready for this second set. Looking to bounce back after that first set defeat against Surfside here. This is San Diego Volleyball versus Surfside Palos Verdes location. It's number 1 versus number 2 in the pool. San Diego getting the number 1 seed in the pool. Previous event, San Diego was in Division 2, but moved down to Division 3 after having some difficult matches in the previous event. But this is a good, tough opponent here we're facing off against this elite Surfside team. Like I said before, Surfside has 2 locations. This is their Palos Verdes location, considered, well, they kind of go back and forth, different age groups. Sometimes it's one team or one location's better than the other, but this is their elite team, top team for Surfside. And it'll be San Diego Volleyball serving first, and Violet Rakowitz will start us off. And we are all ready to go. And she's serving from the right side. She goes down the line for an ace serve off of tall number 2, Maggie Frierson. It's a good call by assistant coach Evan Humphrey, who's given her the recommendation of where to serve. Going down the line, let's see if she does it again. Right at number 2, she does. From right back at Frierson, who this time plays it and gets the swing. But we'll keep going here. As both teams picked up a couple balls. Emma to Raimundo in the middle. Valenzuela somehow keeping that alive. San Diego was able to, and Frierson hitting that ball out, just out of bounds long. So Frierson costing her team the first 2 points with one shank pass and then a swing out of bounds. Give the credit to Rakowitz for those tough serves. She'll serve it for a 3rd time in a row here. This second set, going right at Frierson again. Acera to Raimundo to Valenzuela in the middle. I'd like to see her getting those middles in play. This time Frierson was able to get it off Valenzuela's hands and fallen on the San Diego side. So Surfside's first server will be Turney Kim, the same first server they had in the first set. Rakowitz, nice pass. Keeping that beautifully set up for Mila Raimundo, who was able to feed Amber Helfeld on the outside, tipping that ball to the open spot. But that all started with a great pass by Violet. Kamea Valenzuela is serving now from the left side. Frierson, another hitting error for her, her second hitting error and 3rd error of this second set, costing her team 3 points out of the 4 that San Diego's already racked up. 3-point lead already. Oh, play continuing here. Play continues. Kamea thought the point was done. She was stepping back to serve. As somehow Surfside was able to keep that ball up. And Kamea thought it hit the ground, I think, or thought it was going to be out of play. She was all the way back here past the end line, thought the point was over, ready to serve again. Luckily, that ball didn't come to the open spot here, but Surfside did get the point. Meanwhile, Raimundo, beautiful swing for Helfeld, pushing that ball all the way out, outside the blocker's hands, and Amber Helfeld did all the rest, hitting that ball down the line. Beautiful swing. And Mila Raimundo will serve next, as San Diego has turned things around early in the second set, at least, up 5-2. We'll see if we can keep things going here. Number 13, outside hitter, getting a good swing, but Emma fighting that off with a good pass. Borgart on the right side getting a swing, but they pick it up. Now another block by Borgart. Another swing down the line from their outside, and they get the point as Violet Rakowitz dive into her right side, trying to keep that ball alive. Surfside gets 2 in a row here. We'll see, or excuse me, immediate side out. Annika Watts, libero, serving next for Surfside. Back down to a 2-point lead for San Diego. Amber reaching in front of her, just getting that ball over. And 13, Bella Henderson. We saw her on the outside. This time she swung over to the right side, getting that kill for Surfside. And now we're just down to a 1-point lead as Watts will serve her 2nd in a row. On the San Diego side, we'd like to get this side out immediately. Sarah, tough pass. Mermundo able to race over and keep it alive. Sarah, better pass this time, perfect spot. Mundo to Borgart on the right side, who hits it down the line to that open spot. Getting the kill out for San Diego. Amber Helfeld serving next from the middle of the court. Or now she shifts over to the right side. She has to be careful, not take too long as she's shifting. As we saw this up ref already call a delay of game in this match. Outside hitter for Surfside, tipping it over the double block, getting the point. And the immediate side out, back down to a 1-point lead. San Diego holding on. 5 serving to 6 lead for San Diego. Emma, nice pass to Raimundo, going to the outside. Doucette getting a good swing. Matthews trying to put that one away. Play continuing. Helfeld, Raimundo to the right side. Borgart hitting it at the libero. Watts picking that up. And then nice duck from Sarah, our own libero, as she got out of the way. That ball was going wide out of bounds. And it is a point for San Diego. Good awareness there. As she'll now step back to serve. Emma serving from the right side. And she goes, nice flat serve. Beautiful ace serve. Emma Sarah, as soon as that came out of her hand, I saw how flat that was, how fast it was. Difficult for anyone to pass. Credit her with an ace there, as she'll try it for a 2nd time here from the right side. She does the same thing, goes down the line. Another ace for Emma, taking over the match here in this 2nd set. She's given her team a 4-point lead here. Up 9-5, and head coach for Surfside, Tomer Haydar, just trying to slow things down, making a slow substitution on the Surfside side. Yeah, bringing number 13 out, Bella Henderson, replacing her with Micah Chen down the line. So giving Emma someone different to look to down the line. We'll see if she goes at Chen. She does, and it's another ace serve. So that doesn't stop her at all. Now, head coach Haydar has to call a timeout as Emma's on fire. Gets that high five from assistant coach Evan Humphreys. Loving what he's seeing from her. 1-minute timeout for Surfside. We'll be right back. All right, we're back from the timeout. Call it 3 aces in a row for Emma Sarah. I think this may be her 4th serve in a row. We'll see if she goes right back at Chen, number 12, down the line. See if she continues to attack that spot or if she mixes things up. She mixes it up, going back middle, but it's not a great play for Surfside. Although they get an overpass and finish that one off. Oh, but it's a net contact against Surfside. So San Diego gets bailed out there, as it looked like Surfside was gonna finish that overpass. All right, another substitution. They're bringing Henderson back in. Number 13 again, trying to slow Emma down on her tough serving. Bringing Henderson back in for Chen down the line. Emma goes at the back middle again. Another good serve, although they were able to get it over somehow. Ellie just keeping that ball alive, and then blocks back and forth. Ellie Valenzuela pushing that ball over and finishing things off. That's some good play by both teams on top of the net. And Valenzuela eventually finishing that one off, going to position 5, her right side, to the open spot as all the players are crashing the net. All right, and Emma finally, mercifully, lets the other team off the hook, hitting one into the net, but not before the damage has been done with her 7 serves in a row, and giving San Diego up to a 7-point lead, now 6-point lead. Henderson with her jump serve. This time it goes in play. Both of her jump serves in the first set didn't make it over the net. Net contact against San Diego volleyball there, as maybe Kamea pushed into the net a little bit on that block. I think it was Kamea. Regardless, it'll be Henderson serving her 2nd in a row. Another jump serve, a lot of topspin. Ace serve for her, landing between Sarah and Hellfeld. That's a tough serve at this age group. 14s, you're not seeing too many jump serves with a lot of topspin speed on them. You see that more and more as they get older, but this one already has a tough serve. That one's played very well by Hellfeld, and Jocelyn Borgart hitting that ball long out of bounds. Just a little too much on that one, and just like that, we were at a 7-point lead when Emma was finishing her serve, and now it's just a 3-point lead for San Diego. See if we can get out here. Hellfeld with a nice back row attack. Watts keeping it alive. Number 2 for Frierson with that swing. Again, we keep it alive. Ellie just getting that ball over. Frierson again with a tough, hard swing off of Kamea's hands in the middle. We see her going over Kamea a couple times already in this 2nd set as she's starting to heat up on the Surfside side of the court, and that leads to a timeout called by San Diego as Coach Ari wants to talk things over with their team. All right, back from the quick timeout there. Both teams getting back on the court quickly, not using the full minute. Things have changed quickly, though, here in the 2nd set, as we were just at a 7-point lead before Henderson started serving. Now it's just a 2-point lead for San Diego. All right, Raimundo feeding Ellie. Doucette on the outside, getting that kill, putting that ball down. Beautiful swing off the inside blocker's hands and landing on their side of the court. San Diego gets it back, so good strategic timeout from head coach Ari right there. Reset her team, get things back. O'Donohue serving now from the right side. Watts and then Frierson on the outside, but Hellfeld keeps it alive. Nice dig from her. They go back right back to Frierson, who tips it over. O'Donohue diving forward, not able to get there in time. And they're just not able to stop Frierson right now, who has come alive here in midway through this 2nd set. San Diego still holding on to a 2-point lead after that immediate timeout by Surfside. Olivia Taylor to serve. We'll see if we can get an immediate side out as well. Hellfeld, Raimundo, Doucette, nice swing from her. So a couple of good kills by Ellie Doucette on the outside, making sure we get that immediate side out in both of those previous rotations after the timeout. So she did a good job there, and checking, she subs back out as Violet Rakowitz serving next, right side. She goes at Frierson. Ace serve for Violet Rakowitz. So Frierson on fire with her swinging, but still struggling in her serve receive passing. But credit Violet with a tough serve going right at Frierson. We'll see if she does it again. She tries to, but this one doesn't clear the net. But she did get one ace, and then one service error for Rakowitz. So good job from her getting that ace. Extending the lead, 3-point lead now for San Diego, and it is Tierney Kim, who started off the set and the match, serving first for Surfside. Kamea Valenzuela from the right side, swung around Raimundo to swing from the right side, but hitting that ball wide, right at the head coach, or assistant coach, Lorian Perkins, or excuse me, Sagugawa, the assistant coach. Meanwhile, Surfside serves that ball long out of bounds, giving a free point back to San Diego. All right, Kamea serving from the left side. Last time she served it long. This time she adjusted, got a nice serve. Watts handled it though. Oh, that ball was going out of bounds. Kamea playing it. But we'll keep going here. Middle swing from number 11, their middle blocker. We keep it alive. Helfeld gets blocked, but we keep it alive, picking that ball up. Oh, they're gonna call that 4 contacts. That took a long time. That was a delayed call by that up ref. That judgment call. He judged that there was no block touch. I don't know about that one. That was close to the top of the tape. All right, Frierson serving. She serves it out of bounds. And Violet wisely let that ball sail over her head and out of bounds to give us the immediate side out. Another gift as Surfside is struggling on their service line, serving 2 balls in a row out of bounds. And we'll come back to San Diego as it is Mila Raimundo serving next from the right side. San Diego holding on to a 3-point lead, and she serves it long out of bounds. So teams trading off service errors right now. Back down to a 1-point or 2-point lead. Annika Watts, libero, serving next. Let's see if she serves this one in. She does, and it's an ace serve as Amber Helfeld did not move her feet. She reached down below her knees to try to pick that ball up. But you'd like to see your serve receiver move their feet a little bit, get under that ball, get a little bit more forward. Emma Sarah just passing that ball over to the open spot in position 1, finding the open spot. Credit her with a kill. You don't see liberos getting many kills, but that'll go in her stat sheet. Goes back to San Diego. Helfeld serves it into the net. So now the service errors are on San Diego's side, as we had Raimundo and now Helfeld both serving out of bounds. And short delay here as the up ref is talking to one of the captains. Now we're ready to go. Number 5 serving, Ayomo. Meanwhile, Raimundo setting Matthews, who tips it to position 4. That's that short right position. Good heads-up play from her, and she gets a double high five from head coach Ari and assistant coach Humphreys as she leaves the court, getting 1 kill for San Diego and the side out. All right, Emma Sarah serving next. Going down the line at Henderson, who passes it and then gets a swing, who somehow we kept that alive. Nice job by Helfeld, and it pays off as San Diego able to keep that one alive. Timeout, second timeout called by Surfside in this second set, as San Diego trying to close things out and force a third set up 20-17 here in the second. All right, once again, both teams coming out of the timeout pretty quickly. Both teams itching to play the next point. Usually you have the team that's on the momentum get back on the court quickly. All right, we're trying to search for the ball. Game ball has disappeared from the court. The line judge not having, usually the line judges grab that ball, but they didn't have it this time during the timeout. All right, we found a backup ball. Emma's serving now from the middle. Henderson on the outside, swings hard angle, gets it to land inbounds and get that side out for Surfside. So an effective timeout that time for Surfside as they get their immediate side out. And the score is showing the incorrect score. It should be 18-20. I think they gave the score to San Diego instead. Should be a 2-point lead. And of course you have all the parents on the Surfside spectator side yelling at the scorer's table, trying to get their attention, but the downside ref catches that and fixes that pretty quickly. So the official score is kept by the scorer, or at the scorer's table there's a written score book. That's the official score. The displayed score is the unofficial score. And meanwhile, Ellie Doucette continues her run on the outside, this time getting her third kill here in this second set from the outside. She's feeling it, all smiles from her side. Kamea Valenzuela will be serving next, left side, right next to the camera here. Oh, but head coach Ari Donnelly's gonna make a switch. Substitution, bringing in Isla O'Donoghue. Actually, I don't think it was Kamea's serve. Maybe she was getting a little anxious, thought it was hers, but it was O'Donoghue's serve. All right, Frierson going sharp angle, and she gets another kill. She continues to hit that between positions 5 and 6 over here. That's between where our outside hitter, Hellfeld, and our libero, Acero, would be positioning. So between those two spots is a great spot to hit between the defenders in the back row. And Frierson just gets up so high, she's able to hit it over the block into that open spot. Tough to defend against that. And Surfside gets that side out. Taylor serving now. Hellfeld passing. Raimundo feeding Doucette. Hit that ball long out of bounds this time. Ellie just put a little bit too much on it that time. Taylor will keep serving. It's just a 1-point lead now for San Diego, but we get a gift once again from Surfside as they have another service error here. As you felt the momentum was maybe switching over to Surfside. They made that mistake, giving the ball right back over. Violet serving down the line. Tough serve, beautiful serve from her. Gets them out of system. Raimundo pushes it out to Hellfeld, who goes sharp angle. Henderson plays that. Frierson, the outside. Nice pick, nice dig by Rakowitz. Valenzuela digs her own block. Hellfeld going down the line. Somehow they keep that alive. Good defense on their side. Acera has to come in. She stays on her own side of the court somehow. Great awareness by Emma. O'Donoghue, nice high pass. Valenzuela in the middle, getting a good swing, but Henderson keeps it alive. Frierson just passing it over. O'Donoghue, Raimundo, Valenzuela. Good swing. Long rally, another kill by Frierson. Going that sharp angle once again. Oh, that is so tough to defend. Emma trying to adjust, get her hands under that ball. Almost keeping that in play. Not quite able to keep it alive. Tierney Kim serving. Once again, this is their preferred server. Surfside always calls on Kim to serve first. Tough serve. Sarah plays it well. Raimundo to Hellfeld, and she gets blocked by Neela Scott, middle blocker, and Oyomo doubling up. And just like that, we're all tied up at 22s here late in the second set. San Diego leading most of this second set. Now it's all tied up. A brand new game, brand new set, first to 3. Hellfeld gets a nice swing over the block this time. And she has that ability to get up high and hit it over the block as well, just like Frierson on the other side. This time, getting that side out for San Diego. And now it is Kamea's turn to serve from the left side here, right in front of us. Valenzuela serving it short. Smart serve from her. Forces out a system play by Surfside. Raimundo going to the middle. Austin Matthews getting a kill in the middle. Just pushing it into the middle blocker's hands. Not able to get a clean block on it. That is a gutsy swing to just put that right in her hands, but a little bit off to her side. Good crafty spot there. Valenzuela serving, set point for San Diego. Big swing from the outside. Kamea diving down to keep it alive. Helfeld gets a kill, and we have tied things up here as the bench jumps in. Excited celebration on the San Diego side as we split sets here. Fighting off a run late in that second set as Surfside battled back, stormed back to tie things up at 22 after San Diego led by as much as 7 points earlier in that second set, but able to fight off that Surfside at the end and come up with a victory here in the second set and forcing a set 3 decider, which will go to 15 after this 3-minute timeout. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to start this third set. We've switched sides here. So we are on the opposite side of the court. A lot of times they'll leave it up to the head coaches to decide if they want to have a side switch. They elected to do it this time. And it appears that Coach Ari is going to her starting lineup for the second set. Keep it the same for this third set. All right, so like I said, this is a third set decider. Winner of this match will win the pool and face off against the first place finisher from Pool 1, which consists of PCVC, SoCal, VBC, and City Gold teams. And that'll be a semifinal match, and then winner of that match will move on to the final. Loser of that match will ref in the final. So So whatever team wins here will be staying around for 2 more matches, either playing in 2 or playing in the semi and then reffing the final one. So the only downside of winning the pool is it's going to make for a later day for the team that wins this pool and fighting more traffic on their way home. All right, but that is a price we'd be willing to pay. Winning the pool, of course, would be exciting for these girls. Of course, San Diego coming off a great weekend of success at the Red Rock Rave in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, winning a National USA bid in the Liberty division, which was a very exciting experience for everyone there. So congratulations to these girls. They'll be heading to the National USA Volleyball Nationals Liberty Division in Indianapolis, Indiana at the end of their season. This regional league, this SCSN, this is the final event number 4 for SCSN. In 3 weeks' time, the last weekend of May will be the SCSN Championships 2-day event for these girls to finish off their regional season. Location is to be determined, but that is what these girls have to look forward to. First are regional championships and then a national championships. Very exciting and a great accomplishment for these girls, regardless of what happens for the rest of the season. Already finding some great success here in this 14U season, led by head coach Ari Donnelly. Looks like the up and down ref are taking a little bit of extra time here, checking the lineups and some of the rules. Looks like they're discussing something on their tablet over there, which typically is where they'll look up regulations, tournament format, details. And also the place where they enter the official scores. So it could have been something was wrong with their network connection to submit their scores, but they got it straightened out, looks like. Up ref taking his place. Down ref looks ready to go. And it looks like it's going to be San Diego serving first here in this 3rd set. Starting lineup for San Diego, back row left to right, looks like we have Austin, Isla, and Violet. Or Austin, Violet, then Isla from left to right. And then front row, Amber, Kamea, and Mila. And it should be Emma coming in to replace Austin in the back row. Typically, most teams, you have your libero taking the place of one of the middle blockers, and indeed she does come in for Austin. And Violet will be serving first. Once again, this is a 3rd set. Final set of this match, winner wins the pool. First team to 15 win by 2. Rakowitz will start us off. But the scorers table, they're still taking another minute to finalize, make sure that lineup's good. Okay, now we're ready to go. Rakowitz serving from the right side. She serves it down the line. Good tough serve from her. We saw her get a bunch of aces, but it starts off with Frierson tipping it just over the San Diego double block to get the first point for Surfside. Turney Kim, once again, she served first in both the first and second sets. She'll serve first again here in this tiebreak set, but she serves it out of bounds. That's the first serve I think she may have served out of bounds this whole match. Pretty reliable server. She's their setter as well, so starting in position 1 behind Frierson. Meanwhile, Valenzuela serving to Watts, who had not a great pass, but they kept it alive, able to get it over. Helfeld gets it off the touch, blocked And up ref took a while to call that block touch. I think he was just verifying with the line judge and the down ref that in fact there was a block touch. But that's the right call. And San Diego retakes the lead here, 2-1. Once again, this is a shortened set, only to 15, so you can't get behind by a lot here. You got to come out quick. A kill by Frierson, swinging over on the right side this time. And she's gotten both points for Surfside in this third set. So unlike the second set, where she made 3 out of her 4 first touches were airs, this time in this third set, so far she's solid, getting both their points. Austin Matthews hitting long in the middle. So hitting air for San Diego. And just like that, Surfside has the lead. Up 3-2, Frierson will keep serving her second in a row. She serves it, tough serve. Rakowitz, back to Rakowitz, and there's a kill from the back row. They're saying no touch, but there was a touch off Frierson in the back row. That was actually, okay, maybe I shouldn't be too negative, but I saw after the initial reaction, they knew that she touched it, but when they realized the up ref was not going to call a block or a touch, all the players on the other team suddenly said, oh, no touch here. So trying to kind of, get a free point that they didn't earn, but luckily the up ref did see the touch in that back row and gave the point to San Diego. All right, and Surfside gets it right back. Watts stepping back to serve, so neither team able to go on a long run yet. Helfeld with a nice swing down the line from the right side this time, just outside the double block. She got it off the edge of the blocker's arms. Great swing from her, and she'll step back to serve as we're all tied up again at 4s. Nice flat serve from her, barely clearing the net. Raimundo to Sarah to Borgart in the back row. That was blocked. Oh, a late call again. This up ref likes to wait a little bit longer than I would expect. Usually you'd want to see as soon as there was a 4th touch, you'd want the whistle to come in, but he waited till almost the touch after that one. And that was close. It could have been blocked. I think that call could have gone either way. Austin gets blocked in the middle, but we get it back. We're keeping that alive. Double block put up, but there's a gap in that one. We keep it alive. Ellie Doucette on the outside, getting us that kill right when we need it with a nice hard swing from her. And she gets good acknowledgement from head coach Ari over there, giving her more indication where to block next in that front row. Emma Acera serving next. She goes at Henderson, who has a good pass, and they go back to her, and she gets the kill, dropping that ball in front of Emma. Emma was in a good spot, but that ball just landed right in front of her. Maybe she'll have to adjust on the next one, stepping forward a little bit, as she realizes Henderson can drop that ball into a short position. Oh, a bit of an overpass there. Mila trying to keep that ball on our side, not able to do it. And Surfside comes away with that point, and they now are on a mini run with their own 2-point lead. All right, Henderson serves it into the net with her hard and fast topspin jump serve. That time didn't make it over. So ball comes back to San Diego side. Isla O'Donoghue coming in to serve as we were trailing 1 point, 6 serving 7. Frierson's gonna get the swing on the outside. Big swing, but Emma gets in the right spot, keeping it alive. Emma, they're gonna call a 4 contact. That was certainly blocked. I don't like that call from the up ref. That one, I mean, it caught the tape, but it also blocked off the arms. But the up ref is saying there was no block touch. So I'll have to disagree with that one. as Surfside gets the ball back, the immediate side out. And the point. Overpass by San Diego. We're in trouble now. Frierson tipping it to a point where Raimundo can play it. And Valenzuela not able to get that ball back over. Okay, Coach Ari makes a substitution, bringing in Olivia Wenberg in the front row, trying to mix things up a little bit as Olivia Taylor will continue the serve, but she serves it into the net. So a couple of service errors, or 3 service errors at least already in this third set for Surfside, as we had Kim, Taylor, and Henderson all serve it out of bounds. 3 of our 7 points coming off of the service errors. Violet Rakowitz serving next. She serves it into the net. So also, I think that's 2 service errors for San Diego out of the 10 points that Surfside has earned here in the third set. They're holding on to a 3-point lead here. And San Diego's going to need to get things going right here. Immediate side out needed. I'd call this a critical point right here. Turney Kim, we've gone all the way around. She's serving first again. Olivia, the swing. Oh, net contact against San Diego. I think Mila Raimundo, tight on the net, may have caught it. And it is a 4-point lead here as Kim will keep serving. Rakowitz, nice pass there. Raimundo feeding Hellfeld, who gets a swing and a kill off the blocker's hands and stopping the bleeding. It's just a 3-point lead, but Coach Ari calls a timeout. I think that was Coach Ari calling that timeout. Could have, actually, I'm not sure which team called that timeout. Usually you expect the team that lost the point to call a timeout. So I'll try to get some clarification after we come back onto the court here. All right, Coach Ari making another substitution. Camila coming in to serve and set back row. Matthews coming back in front row. Camila with a good serve. Frierson getting a kill in between that double block. Camila not quite able to get over to her left side to get there in time. Olivia subbing back in, but of course Emma taking her place to pass back row. So Ari just bringing in Camila there to serve. It'll be Frierson who steps back in the back row now serving. She's got a tough serve. Donahue, pass off the net. Hellfeld makes it work as Mila had to set her from way off the net. Hellfeld still able to get the kill going cross court and get that side out immediately. For San Diego, that's what we need. Now we need here. Mila Raimundo, her turn. Serve. She's serving from the right side. She drops it in short. Henderson plays it well. There's a kill on the right side. Kalia Oyomo. Haven't called her name a few times in that first set. She was pretty quiet in that second set, but she comes alive here late in the third. Annika Watts, libero, serving now. Surfside with a 4-point lead, trying to get to match point. Sarah Raimundo, Hellfeld on the right side, gets a kill. That was a nice adjustment from her. Almost looked like a slide on that right side. Changing directions and hitting that sharp angle, finding the floor to get the immediate side out and fighting off what potentially would have been a match point. Hellfield serving next, right side. We need a run here. She serves it down line. Henderson with a swing. Raimundo to Sarah to go into the outside. Ellie off the blocker's hands. They keep it alive. Watts is bump setting. to number 13, Bella Henderson on the outside, getting that kill off the San Diego block, and now it is match point. They'll have up to 4 match points if they need it. Ayomo serving. Match point, Surfside. Sarah, Raimundo, Ellie hitting it wide out of bounds, and that'll do it as Surfside wins in 3 sets. But it was a good showing by San Diego Volleyball here in pool play. We cleanly take 2nd place, and we will face off against 3rd place, pool number 3. That consists of the other Surfside team, SG Elite and Pipeline. So 2nd place plays 3rd place in a crossover match immediately following this match at 11 a.m. on a different court. So we'll cut this feed and we'll be back soon for the 11 o'clock match, and then that'll be the final match for the day. Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you soon.